All this lesson.
No, all this good stuff. So good morning, everyone, and welcome to Facebook Live Mastery. But we are doing some Zoom hacks because Zoom just came out with 2 days ago with 3 new cool features that I want to share with you. So we want to get this on our recording. So number 1 is live transcripts. Now, is it exact and precise? No, you're going to have to edit a little bit, but it's mainly for the host. And to upgrade, you go to zoom.us/download, and or you look for upgrades, but download's the fastest one. Go to client download. You will have to restart. So if you downloaded right now, you're not going to see the features until you went out and came back in. But it doesn't matter because I'm going to show you what they are anyway. So live transcript, I can assign someone to type. All right. And I can assign a participant to type, which you can do, but why? I can enable auto transcription, which is what I'm going to do now. Now you should be able to see down below the captions. Do you see that?
It's at the top of mine. It says live.
Or it's on the top.
Mm-hmm.
You're right. If you're the guest, it's on the top. If you're the host, it's on the bottom. Can you see that, Tori?
No,
I can't see it.
Okay.
I can't see anything. I can just see my face and that's
Okay.
it.
We'll fix that, but trust me that you'll be able to see it. And I believe it'll be on the recording.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, because I think we have to download it, the upgrade first to be able to see it.
You
right?
will. Okay.
I see it. You hit, if you haven't already clicked on CC, you click on that.
Oh, now I can see it at the bottom.
Yeah.
Right. And then you click on, let's see, view the subtitle, show the subtitle.
Yes. Oh, no, I can see it at the bottom.
Okay. So
Mine is the
who
computer at the bottom.
sees it and who sees it? Okay, good. Oh, awesome. Angel, do you see it? All right. So even if you don't upgrade, that tells me you've got it, right? You have, you see it because I have upgraded.
Well, I upgraded last week right after our call because I
Okay,
was missing things. So now I see it. I haven't seen it before.
So maybe I did that, not knowing.
Maybe you all did it. Good. All right. There's 2 more features I want to show you before we do our regular program. So that's a godsend. That'll save you time and money. You don't have to have it. Like I'm not interested in transcriptions because it's another file that's recorded and it is separate, which we want. But if you are interested, especially if you're doing a client coaching session, it could be valid. Maybe you're doing, there's so many times, I don't know about you, but I have notes in here and they're scratchy and I come back and go, what? A good way to, instead of saying, may I take notes, may I transcribe? I think you probably have to ask a little permission. May I record?
You know what, RV? I just get this idea that
What?
when you want to write a book, just go to Zoom on your own and then start talking. And it
That is a good
That's
idea.
what I want to do. That's what I want to do with my interviews.
Isn't it?
Because I was looking at, I'm going, oh, wow, if I could go to Rev, I'm looking at $37, $40 just for one of the interviews. And I wanted to select 10 of them to enable to have it transcribed. So all I have to do is play them back on Zoom and it'll transcribe for me.
Right.
Wonderful.
And what I'm noticing is the transcription is very good. I'm hearing
yeah.
you guys talk and I'm watching it and it's correcting itself as it goes. Like you said 30-40 and it put 30-40 and then it changed it to 30-40 when it heard you say dollars, $30-40.
yeah. Oh, I mean,
Amazing.
it's very good. It's amazing.
Yeah.
That it transcribes everyone who speaks.
Yeah, and I wonder with people with certain accent whether it understood.
So I think it's a great way to get people to give their testimonies.
Absolutely.
Quick and easy,
Yes.
and then you've got it in writing and verbally. And so That might be a great way to get testimonies.
And
Oh,
now,
yes.
one thing that Luana said that I want to make sure you catch. All right, so we're transcribing right now, but
Mhm.
you could go back to Zoom. You could do your recording and Zoom will transcribe it.
Mhm. Yep. Yep.
Okay, RV, can I ask a question? Can I ask a question?
All right,
I
yeah.
have, I do this every week, but I have so many files. How do we label our files? And then since I have so many files, Zoom is telling me you got too many files.
That is a good question. Now, the only way you can well, there's two ways to label. If you want it to be labeled for you automatically, you have to set up a scheduled meeting. Then it will have that name on the scheduled meeting. Otherwise, everything is going to default to like Tori Allah's,
Mhm.
like mine. Like this will be RV
Yes.
Rollins's meeting. Then
Right.
I go back as soon as this is over and I rename it, the file. Then I take it from my C drive, which everything is, and I copy it purposely to another drive where I want to save it. Then I can delete it from the C drive if I want to, or just have two copies. But remember, I had got a gigabyte of a terabyte, I think, a terabyte of space that I just got because I wanted to do that.
But
So
you have to label it as soon as you get done, because I
I
have,
do because I do so many of these.
I know, me
Yeah.
too.
Mhm.
And otherwise it causes me more work because then I have to listen to it. Then I go, what day did I do it? So
Right.
I do it immediately afterwards. Then I put
Yeah.
the date
Okay.
and then I put what it was, Facebook training. Then I move it over to where I want it, to my advanced mastery webinars or whatever. And then, like I said, I get rid of that. And I
Okay.
know I've done it. Yeah.
Okay.
A system. Remember, I'm all about systems. So
Yes.
create a system that works for you.
Okay.
Or,
Thank you.
or Tori, have
Yes.
your assistant do just what I said.
I
You don't have to
know.
do it. Just have your assistant do it, but she may not have access to your computer.
No, she doesn't. And she's a relative. Don't hire relatives.
You may not.
Yeah, it's
know
hard to, when you hire a relative, when you want to fire them, because then they said, okay, why? You don't love me, or you don't like,
No, she's
don't care?
wonderful, but you can't demand. You
No.
can't demand,
No, that's the thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Be careful. Christmas could be very awkward. Could be part of it. Okay, so let's continue. So that's one really cool thing. Now, the other cool thing is they've added more reactions. Now, tell me if you can see this, because if you're not upgraded, I found out yesterday with my husband, he couldn't see this. So now we all see the heart, right?
Mhm.
In my upper corner, we
Yeah.
all see the heart. All right. So tell me if you see this, which is something new and something different. So let me just grab that. Do you see that?
The heart?
Oh,
Now
I
it's a
see.
set. Now
I
it's
see
a
the heart
set of
on your
books.
photo, yes.
All right. Now look at this. Now let me. You will love this.
oh,
right.
I see that.
Look at this. Do you see that? What is it?
Money.
Money bag.
Money bags. Okay. So
In
Kate doesn't
where?
see it.
Oh,
If you're
I don't
not
see it.
updated,
I'm not seeing I don't see a money bag.
I don't
Okay.
either.
there
It's
now.
gone now.
okay,
Oh.
it's in the upper right-hand corner. And okay, do you see an angry face?
No.
No.
No?
No.
Yes, I
Yes.
see it.
No.
All right. If you don't see it, don't worry. You're just not upgraded. Which is
Yeah.
weird because I thought, well, everybody could see it. You might not use it, but you could see it. So what they've done, so those of you that have it, go to your reactions, go to the 3 dots on the side of the reaction. There's now an added 3 dots. Click on that and you've got a bunch of emojis. You've got flowers, you've got fruit, right? There's an orange I just put up. How many of you see
I
that?
got my Aries signed up.
So I
Aries
don't
sign up.
have them. So where do I go to get my extra?
You got to upgrade. So you got to go to zoom.us/download. It only came out 2 days ago.
Oh, okay. So as soon as I'm all done and I do the downloads, then I'll get those.
Or we
Because-
can do it when we take a break. Then you can exit off and do it when we take a break.
Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, you can also do updates when you go to your profile setting. You know how when Zoom opens
Yeah.
up and it has that join and a
Yeah.
schedule and all.
yeah,
If you go up to the right-hand corner and click on your little picture there,
yeah,
and then you scroll down and you'll
Okay.
see updates, check for
Okay.
updates. And all you have to do is click on
I
that.
don't see that. Where is that? I'm in profile.
okay.
Okay, are you on the one that's on your computer, not at Zoom USA?
No, I'm .usa.
Okay, go back to that little thing that's on your computer.
So what she's talking about is the little instant thing. Okay, I'm
Yeah.
not going to do that right now, but okay.
Okay, anyway, you can click on that and you just scroll down and it says check for updates and that's how I do mine. At least a couple of times a week I check it.
Okay. Thank you, Luana. Yeah.
And this is exciting that now I have in my bottom, it says, the CC live transcript, and I have an option to hide the subtitle, view forced transcript.
Yes, you do.
And then I can do the subtitle setting.
Okay.
I didn't have it before.
Now right. You didn't have it before. I can hide subtitles.
Yeah.
I can hide that right now, but it still is transcribing.
Yeah.
All right. Now
That's
I want to show you the final thing because we're 30 minutes in and we got to go to Facebook Live. But this is the bomb. And that is, it's only available to the host. But I want to show you this. Is that the bomb?
Oh my God.
Is that the bomb? It's called immersive. It's called immersive view. And let me change another immersive view. And I can move people around. Now, when you upgrade, you'll be like me, right? Where without a picture. But look I'll move Karen. I can grab Karen and I can put her down in a different seat. Now, see, Luana is upgraded, and that's why we don't see her background or anything. So I'm going to move Luana next to. Look at Luana's got this big smile. Is this the bomb, Luana?
Oh, I love it. Oh my God. This is great.
I can see everybody too. I could see
Now,
everybody.
Angel, take off your
can see
background.
everybody?
Let's see if
She
we
can see everybody now.
Yeah, I can see everybody.
You can see
I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened.
Well, maybe you can.
So you want me to take off my background?
Yeah, let's see.
Okay, it's funny. I just learned how to put it on recently. I'm not sure I remember how to take it off. Hold
Okay.
on a second.
Go to the arrow next to stop video.
Stop video. Okay, choose
go
virtual
to
background.
Virtual back.
Done. Okay.
Okay, it didn't. Okay, I thought maybe that would help make you a cutout. So in order to do the cutout, I think all of you have to upgrade. Now,
Okay.
Beth, we can't see Beth's face. What happened to Beth? Beth's face is gone. That
So
is so hilarious.
Can you change?
How
Can you?
can I
That's
haven't
scary.
updated. I haven't updated enough to be able to be seen.
Oh no. Oh, that.
Oh, I always wanted to be a picture on somebody's wall.
So Arvi, can you change the background or is it only white?
I'm changing the backgrounds. The immersive view is changing the backgrounds. But
Yes.
as far as for you, that's an individual setting. So I can't.
No. I meant when you changed your immersive background for
No.
yourself, you can't change the color. It's just white.
Right. I can't.
Okay.
Mine's not white. Mine is a background of it's bricks. I'm in the kitchen right now. Can't you see me in the kitchen?
No, I just see white.
Yeah, I see your white.
I see a brick wall back
I'm in
there.
the kitchen. So I'm going to bring different people in. So Tori, can you see me? You're in the
Yes.
kitchen with me. We're having Zoom coffee.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I see you RV with the white background.
Yeah.
So that means we're not upgraded.
Okay. Who sees me in the kitchen?
I do. Can you,
It-
but
it-
I don't know why I disappear. when
I
you
see
come
some
to
stairs
virtual
behind you. So is that a virtual background?
It's an immersive background. So Luana, you should see all of it. So now I'm in a 2, 3 computer-like desks.
Yep, see that.
Okay, so if you can't see it, I didn't know that if you didn't upgrade, you can see it. So at the break, I want you all to upgrade and we'll do it one more time. Because this is a way, ladies, to, when you speak, to get people involved because they just love it. Like we could say, turn to the person next to you, give them a high five. So now I'm looking at Katie. Katie, high five, high five. Can you see my hand? High five. There you go. Right? So let me put Luana next to me because that'll look even better. Only because she's got, now I can size her. She's a little too big for me, right? So I'm going to size her down to my size. Oh, look at her. I'm sorry. Okay, I'll rise me up. then.
Wow.
I'll rise me. Oh, it's not. Wait. Isn't that great? I'll get. That's why this is just the bomb. Okay, it's not going to rise me up, but I can make Luana a little smaller. And oh, it's not doing it. It's supposed to do it, but it's not, it's staying there. But anyway,
Probably because I'm so close to my laptop.
so we can go high five, Luana, high five, whoops, high five, do, 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 right? But if you can't see it because you only see a white background, well, wait until you can see it because I'm going to go back to gallery view. I'm going to
Why
stop.
do you think mine isn't showing up? That you lose me. I don't know why either.
No, but first of all, the first thing we want to get out of the way is go ahead and upgrade and then we'll see.
We'll see.
Right? Then it's some other setting. It can be something weird in settings and not only your setting, but sometimes it's the settings of the video. So for instance, you will check when you go to video, you will check video settings and make sure that you're not, make sure you're mirrored, make sure go to the advanced settings.
Mhm.
Now, this is something Tori can do too, because in my Zoom,
Mhm.
you can have hide non-video participants that could be on and people could totally disappear. Not here for us, but that kind of thing. Now, the one thing with the immersions, Zoom will let you have 49 people on a screen if you have a big meeting, but it only allows 25 people in any one immersion. And then everybody's at the top or at the bottom, wherever you move the little ribbon.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
25 people in a lot of meetings, that's all we have. But again, the only thing is, right, Angeline, like if you wanted to use it for your meeting, everybody has to be upgraded, or you see what we felt here. Some people see.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, only upgraded, the people that upgraded can see it.
Yeah,
Otherwise
so
they can't.
it'll take a few months for everyone to kind of get upgraded to where you might be able to use it. But those are the latest Zoom updates. And new
Yeah.
stuff is coming down the pike all the time. So stay updated with
Yeah,
Zoom.
they're trying to keep us with Zoom because
Yeah.
everybody else is trying to come out and they want to make sure we don't leave.
Right.
Yeah, and yeah, because sometimes it's really getting old, some of it.
Mhm.
And ladies, you might want to consider upgrading to a pro account where it's what, $14.99. Now, why do I say that? Because you're all speakers or you wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
You're going to
Yeah.
be speaking, you're going to be running meetings, and it's only going to get more expensive. My basic is $9.99 because I bought it in 2015 and they've saved it. And they're already up to $14.99. Are you getting it? So it's not going to get any cheaper if you wait.
Okay, RV, I pay 55.
What?
$55 a month.
Well,
No,
that's
no,
because
no,
you have the webinar version.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's different.
Yeah.
I'm talking
Yeah.
about just the basic meeting. version.
Oh, I just upgraded and I just renewed and it was like $159 for the year. And so I do it
Oh.
annually. So you save even more if you do it annually.
Okay, so maybe I should check and see because maybe I've got too far in advance. I don't really need that.
Maybe.
So don't worry about it. You probably have the webinar version. The
Mhm.
way you can see if you have the webinar version is to just go and again, we'll get back to Facebook. Maybe I should make 2 Zoom classes. The way you can find out if you're in the webinar version is on your profile, arrow down, and it'll say license type, and it'll say webinar 100 participants.
Yeah,
And
I
100
think I have that.
Then
Yeah.
you've got the webinar version, so you
Yeah.
could do meetings and or webinars. Now, I want to congratulate Alice because Alice came to my home sweet home event, which I didn't mean to be marketing. I just showed you on my screen my upcoming events, and she was curious and asked me about it. It was for Habitat for Humanity. I'm on their board for the local chapter here, and I was helping them with their first event. She came, and guess what? We needed an extra speaker. So I called Alice.
Hey.
And she
Oh.
rose to the occasion.
Yay.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me, and you're very generous to invite me and give me positive comments at the end. So
It was fabulous, and everybody loved you. They loved your accent, of course, as I do, but you never know. You want to hang around me and get ready because I do a lot of events, and you'll never know. When I think you're ready, I will pull you in. All right. So be ready and always ready and ready always to speak. Okay. And so just congratulate our sister because she did a great job.
Yay.
Say too, because I was too early. My other speakers, nobody went over because they were all trained by me. And so I ended up we were going to do a breakout session, and we had so few attendees that the founder decided, or the director decided, let's make it a webinar instead of a meeting. Now, why? Remember, I shared the difference last meeting. When you do a webinar, the participants cannot see how many people are there or who is there. So if you feel like, I don't have 50 people in the room and you have 5, no, we had more than 5, but I mean, if you have that few, we had big sponsors, and really we didn't want the sponsors to see that there was under 20 people there. So she made it a webinar at the last minute. So that gave me extra time because I didn't have a breakout session. So Alice filled that gap very beautifully. So if that happens to you, so like Tori, if you only had 2 or 3 people sign up for a class, just make it a webinar at the last minute, right? And nobody can. So that's why it saved the day last Wednesday. And so did Alice. And I'm so proud of you.
So do
and
you
so many,
recommend
so
that we
many
should get
wonderful
a webinar?
stories from the families.
Oh God, yes. Wasn't that heartwarming?
Yes.
Yeah, we had stories, a panel from the families that received a home, that actually received a home. It was like, and the children spoke. I mean, it was like, oh God, very nice. Okay, there were some other questions?
No, I was just asking, do you recommend then we should get a webinar?
Not yet, but you'll know. If you're doing a lot of webinars and not getting very many people, you might want to. Yes, it's about another $40 additional a month.
Okay.
So,
But Irving, didn't you say that we could just get it the month we wanted it and then cut it off the next month? No, once you commit, you commit.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to want you to upgrade and downgrade and upgrade.
Okay, turn it on, turn it off. You can't do that.
Right. But it's worth it to me. I mean, you're going to do webinars. I mean, there's.
If you do webinar, I think it's worth it,
Right, and you write it off at taxes. I write everything off.
Right on.
Yeah, that's an expenses.
Yeah.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
to me,
I think it's worth it if you do webinar, so the question is, do you do webinar?
yeah. Well, and sometimes it's nice to do a webinar because like I told Alice, this is a webinar. You don't have to get dutied up. You can just come in and out and work or whatever. It does promote multitasking, which you may not want to do. But it's really not, I mean, I still do regular webinars at least once a month where I do my training and I might sell something at the end. I mean, webinars been around for years and years and years. People know about webinars. Now, remember, when you do a webinar, though, people are trained. They're only an hour. Only an hour. And
Yeah,
then,
that's what I learned when I used to do webinar, with the WebEx.
yeah,
That it's 1 hour, and
1
that's
hour.
it, because after that people lose attention.
Yeah, I mean, I try to make mine 75 minutes because I always like to overgive, right?
Yeah.
And then still sell, but then I lose them. So just an hour, only an hour. So don't overgive in that 1 hour. All right, well, let's go. Let's continue. So good questions, everyone. We are going to switch over to Facebook Live Mastery, and I am going to go to I'm going to go exit my full screen for a minute, go to my PowerPoint, get that all queued up. All right. I wish there was an instant way to do this. And even though I move at the speed of light, there really isn't. All right. So I'm going to go back to my full screen. You have to do the full screen in order to see your bar. Okay. All right, here we are, Facebook Live Mastery Masterclass, how to boost your business, your brand, and your message using Facebook Live. Now, how many of you already, by show of hands, are you doing some lives? Excellent. Well, some of you are, some of you aren't. But what if you could learn a way to use a Facebook Live that could actually, in time, get you money and get you business? Would that be cool? Would that motivate you maybe to do a few more of those? Absolutely. You see, it's like with any kind of speaking engagement, consistency is key. Consistency is key. We've got to continually show our face and become visible. Limitless visibility is what we need now in our market to build not only build our business, but if you have a networking event, like Angeline, you need to just be out there all the time. So we are going to learn how to do that. So today you're going to discover the power behind Facebook Live. It isn't just having a conversation and go, hi, which we see a lot of people do. And it's boring as heck. Maybe the beginning, it was okay. Facebook Live has been around for pretty close to 5 years now. And in the beginning, it was real organic. Everybody would come on and go, I'm drinking a green shake today and losing weight and boring as hell, right? But people, it was new. It was, so it was like a novelty. But now people are much more serious and they're using it in a very deliberate way, as they should. It's just grown and expanded like anything else. So we need to make sure we keep up with it. All right, so let's use it to promote ourselves. That's my goal for you today, is instead of just doing it for fun, which you always can do. Excuse me. I think the mailman is here. All right. All right. Okay. We love you. Okay. It is the mailman. That's their job every day, to chase them away by barking. All right. That's my goal. So get ready, get set, let's go. All right. So the first thing, excuse me, I'm going to close my door. All right, you guys. All right. Come on. Zeus, come on. Good boy. Good boy. All right. Good boy. All right. So your message is key. Now I'm going to do something, and I want you to see if you see the difference. Right now, you should see a ribbon of people. Is that right?
Mhm.
On the side. You don't see everybody, but you've got the arrow. I can arrow, and now I can see Jeanette and Karen. But what if you're doing, what if when you're doing this, right, you don't want everybody to see everybody. All you have to do is spotlight. Oh, it didn't work. Okay, well, I'm sorry. That only works on a webinar. Never mind. All right. All right, so preparation, you have to prepare. That is key. You have to prepare your message, your environment, and yourself, even for a Facebook Live, just like you would for a virtual event, a virtual speaking event. It's key. Oh. It's key. So how do you prepare your message? You need to use my proven system, and I'm going to give it to you today, step by step. That's why most people don't do lives, or they're not effective, because they don't use a system that creates rapport and that has a close. A lot of lives also are way too long. Prepare your content. A lot of people will just wing it. And when you wing it, you get wing it results. Practice your talk. It's only going to be 2 to 3 minutes, but you need to practice your talk still. So if it's only 2 minutes, how long are you going to practice the first one?
30.
1 hour.
Oh,
1 hour for every 2 minutes. Remember? Right, Karen? Got
got it.
it. And of course, we always want to be professional. And I say that because a lot of people are not, right?
Oh, yes. I've seen quite a bit of Facebook Live. I guess things are changing now because I see people Facebook Live and they're saying, oh, their husband somewhere and walking and behind and doing something that that I don't think it's nice or embarrassing, whatever it is.
Right.
But some people thought, oh yeah, I'm just being very transparent, you know.
Yeah, well, it's okay to be transparent and real, which we talked about, but it's out of respect to your audience. And if you're doing something that doesn't respect you, the people that are in your live or your audience, then don't do it, because then that's not being transparent. That is just being oblivious and rude. Now, if you're just being a goofy guy and doing stuff, fishing and all that, and you're not trying to use it for business, and you're really just trying to put it for your family and really your true friends, then that's another story. But us as speakers and trainers and influencers and coaches and consultants, we want to use it to make an impact always, and to get business and to have our face out there and create visibility for our business. So for us, we always want to be professional. And then start in a safe place. What do I mean by that? I mean, we're going to start by putting it in a group. Now, everybody, I think, except for a couple of you, are in the Passionately Speaking program that meets every single week. Now, for those of you that don't know what it is, I'm not trying to sell you on it, but if you want to be part of that community, we meet for classes every single Tuesday, and I do a training class, and we open the call up to coaching. It's only $397 for an entire lifetime to come. So if you're interested in that, just text me, Facebook me, chat with me, because I think there's only a couple of you not in there. So we've created this community. Now, for those of you that aren't in there, you'll have to put your Facebook Live. I have another group that is just open, and that's called Public Speaking Mastery. You can put it in there. But otherwise, I want all of you to put it in the Passionately Speaking, so you'll get the support of the community and the people that know you and love you. All right. So that's the safe place, and be consistent. And Tori, you're in that Passionately Speaking, honey, if you remember. You just have not been for several years, but remember, it is a lifetime.
Thank you, because I remember you coached me, and that really sparked, that was my launching pad.
That's right.
That's how great it is. And I've been so busy since that time, so I'm sorry.
That's okay. The great part about the Passionately Speaking program is you can come in and out, or you can come in, stay in, go out, come back. It's a lifetime. As long as I'm alive and doing it, you're welcome. You're welcome back. So that's why it's just $397 for a lifetime of training.
Yes,
also, I have over 750 recordings that you can go back and listen to. And I'm putting them on YouTube now, and you can even watch it. So there's tons of value there. Number 2, location matters. Location, location, location. Let me ask you, ladies, what is up with the car? How many of you seen, right, Luana? How many of you seen people in their car doing their Facebook Lives? It's like, I
Yeah.
want to say, if they're going somewhere, fine. And they're on the move, fine. But they're just sitting there in a parked car, like it's a secret, like they don't want anybody else to hear them. And it's consistent. It's not one time. It's like they're always in their car. So ladies, do not do that. If you have to do it once in a while, you're going somewhere, great, do it. But otherwise, it's like, I want to say what's up with the car, and I never listen to them or watch them. So make sure you have a professional background always, whether it's a green screen, whether it's a branding like what Angeline has, whatever it is. But make sure it's professional because it speaks volumes about you. Volumes about you. So make sure. Yes, Katie.
So what about outside? I was impressed by somebody who did Facebook Live every day, and he would go to different places in Hawaii to give his Facebook Live message. And people would listen. I think that they would listen to his Facebook Live just to see where he was going to be next.
I'm all for that. And what I call, and you're going to see it in a minute, it's called on location. So I am all for on location shoots. I've got lots of them myself. I've done a lot of videos. If you look at my YouTube, where I've gone to Rome, I've spoke on the back of a camel. As long as the outside noise isn't too loud, like when I was in a Jeep, going across, the desert and bouncing around, it was too loud. When I was in a boat at one time going too fast, it was too loud, but I yelled and did it anyway, but I didn't post it, that kind of thing. So as long as the location isn't too windy or loud, I'm all for locations. I think they're the bomb. Okay. So absolutely, yes. So professional background, green screen if you need it, on location, right there, Katie. And again, I would love you to do yours in Hawaii. That's something I can't do. None of us can do that. So take advantage of that. Or a blank wall. If you just don't have anything, a blank wall works fine. Blank wall with a picture. You can get a temporary hook and put a picture there if you want, or a certificate, or your, a certificate of accomplishment of some kind. You see Tori has something right there. Now it's a little small. I can't see it, Tori, but what is that?
It's a poster. It's a poster I used to, use when I did shows, and then I have my book in front of it.
Okay, so it's a little small. So what I'd recommend is for you to have a display of your books, like get a little shelf behind you and then just start propping up, your books on the shelf.
Okay.
Okay. Like
It's sort of on a shelf, but you can't see it. It's kind of,
it's too little. So just, we don't need to see your face because we have you for real.
Okay.
So a little tiny bookshelf with your books on it that'll make the books look bigger. And again, we don't need to see you or your name because we see it already on the screen.
Okay.
Now, what you need to do is learn how to change we'll have to do that in your profile, change your name. Everybody's probably going, why are you calling her Tori? Right? Because that's her name.
Yeah.
I mean, her birth name is Linda, but she doesn't look like a Linda, does she to you? No.
It's for my family because they don't want to call me Tori.
Okay, that's okay too. All right. Families are funny, aren't they? All right.
I know.
So, and again, virtual backgrounds, of course. All right. So, third, you matter. Now, this is my pet peeve. So many people I see look down into the camera. Do you know and they do it on their phone or they do it on their laptop because their laptop is small. What we see is your ceiling and we see makes you have a double chin, right? Which doesn't look good on any of us. So make sure that you're looking up at the camera so that when I look up, look at what happens. Instant neck facelift, right? But if I look down, then you're going to see, not so good. So we want you in your best of light. If you have a laptop, make sure you're propping it up. So I can see Beth's is a laptop and not propped up. How can I see it's a laptop? Because we see her ceiling. That's a dead giveaway. Okay. But if it was propped up, see, you're looking down. But if it's propped up on a box, I'm talking about a box or something like that, then it would be higher and you can look right into the camera.
Yeah, RB, I use, okay, of course I use the desktop, but I use a big screen. So even if I have a laptop, like my husband has a laptop, but he has a big screen because he wants to see things big. So I guess when you're a host, I think maybe it's a good idea, even if you use a laptop, just having like a screen. So then put your camera like I have on top of your screen, so then you don't look down, right? Because right now mine, I have to look up.
Right.
If I put my camera on the top of the screen.
Right. And if you know, and again, if it's a matter of convenience, just get a box. Put your laptop on your box when you're doing your live.
So does it make any difference? See, when I look, I don't see that much of my ceiling.
Well, but the way it's angled, I can tell it's a laptop.
Yeah.
Ah.
Okay, I can tell Tori has a laptop.
Yes.
See, but Cheryl does not, Luana does not, Angeline does not. I mean, we can tell. All right.
Actually, I am on a laptop. I just adjusted so that it.
Okay, well, good.
Yeah.
Is it better if I do this?
It's a little better, but it would be 100 times better, Beth, if you just put it on a box.
Well, I'm lifting it up like it was on a box. That's what I'm trying to say.
Make sure you're looking straight into the camera, that it's at eye level.
Okay. Well,
that's better.
Okay.
That's better.
See, that's better. Yeah. It's just the angle, you know, again, when you're speaking, if you're guesting at a meeting, do anything you want. But we're talking about just looking that much better on film because I want you to not only do this Facebook Live, I want it to be so good that you're going to load it up to YouTube and Vimeo and send it to your clients and get them to subscribe to your YouTube channel. So we want it to look your very, very, very best it could possibly be.
Tell me about your desk that rises. You've got one of those lifty desks.
I do. It's called Stand Steady. And I don't recommend this one because I have to pull it up and it's wood. So it's very, very heavy. If I had it to do again, I would get a, they have some that are like, metal or tin foil or something. They have some that are automatic, but see, I had to put that together and I'm not going to put something together. My husband can't mechanically put anything together anymore. So if you have someone that can, screw things and put things together, then I would get an automatic, push a button and it goes whoop. But I have to pull mine up.
Okay. I think that's what I'm going to do because I like the idea of being able to stand.
Yeah. So like if I did it right now, so I would just do it and I have to make that noise and I pull it up, right? And now I'm standing. But if you're using a laptop, you're still going to have the same problem because no matter how high it is, you're going to look down. So again, you need to prop it up so you can look straight into the camera.
Mm-hmm.
It's Alice. I use a little step stool for the laptop when I'm using that.
Yeah, a little step stool, a box.
Oh, yeah, good idea.
Yeah, or you could go to Home Depot and they have those little, plastic rack things that you use in the kitchen, in the cupboards for, space savers. You could get one of those.
Oh, I bought this on Amazon where you could adjust it.
Oh, show us.
This one?
Wait, let me stop share so we can all see it. Show us. Oh, look.
Like this one, so it adjusts.
And do you like it?
Yeah, like it's only, I think, $20 on Amazon.
There you go. So what's it called? Do you remember?
Oh, I'll search, then I'll put the link on the chat, like the name of it.
Great.
Harvey, I'm curious. So does mine look like it's laptop? Am I looking at the camera in the right position?
Yes, you are. Yours does not look like a laptop. You
Okay.
are looking at the camera a little over, like you're not looking at our eyes. Like, take off your glasses for a minute, Angel, and I'll. Okay, so you're not quite looking. Now that's better. Up, nope. Turn right there. Now you're looking at us.
Oh, okay. Because I'm looking directly at the camera on my computer.
Correct.
Of course, I can't see anything because I took my glasses off.
Okay. You know what? You know what I did is I got anti-glare
Yeah, in
Uh-huh.
background, in reflection for
Okay.
the glass. It's
so
worth
that
it.
the light won't glare. Otherwise, if you're using one of those circle lights, the halo, you can sometimes see in people, if they go like that, you can see two little round halos. So you have to
Okay.
be careful.
Mm.
Yeah.
Get
So Harvey, was that a prescription from your doctor, the anti-glare? Because sometimes that's my problem. I'm like, it's
yeah, when you get them made, you have to get them made anti-glare.
Yeah, see, mine glare.
Yeah, yours glare big time. They're dark.
And I've got the blue blocker in it, but it doesn't have anti-glare.
Okay, Katie wants to say
But
something.
Cheryl's had her hand up for a long time.
I'm
but
sorry, Cheryl, why don't you speak up, girl?
But I want to address this thing real quick, Cheryl. So Beth, yes, you do have the anti-glare. Yes, you do have the blue blocker, and it's all about the angle. So if you have your head at an angle, different angles, the anti-reflection won't reflect back. And it's so
Okay.
important to keep those lenses clean. And if you have a smudge on that anti-glare, that's gonna also look like RB, your glasses are a mess. So now that's like fingernails on. Oh yeah, Angel, you need to clean your glasses too. Yeah, wet. You know, wiping dry is like fingernails on a chalkboard to me. It's just, oh my god. But yes, you can run it underwater. That works. You can spray something. Anyway, so I'm gonna get off my soapbox.
No, that's good. I have other ones too that I use. Let me see if they. So
Oh, better.
these are cleaner. Okay, but these I've been wearing all morning. So how's that? Is that better?
Absolutely.
Okay, Katie. See, we all learn from each other. So
Exactly.
Cheryl, you're up. I'm gonna put these on. These are my Tiffany glasses. That's why I don't wear them all the time. Woo-hoo-hoo.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you, you made a statement about our lives we could repurpose and put on YouTube.
Yeah.
How do I get, like, for example, the lives that I did do, are those possible to be downloaded and repurposed?
Yes. Yes.
How do I do that?
Could we do the class and then I'll show you at the end? Okay, because it's a little technical, but absolutely, I'll show all of you. All right, but let's go back. Thank you. Don't go away. We might go a little later for this class. All right, because you all are just so into it and active. And again, boys, Cheryl, I'm Cheryl. I don't know you to be a silent type. So you just holler, all of you, just holler. This is your class. So, nobody else is having trouble. So I appreciate the hand up. But if I don't come to you right away, because I'm looking at something else, holler. All right. Everybody agree? Holler, holler. Okay, good. All right. Okay, so you matter. Let's go back again. Look your best. Wear your branding colors. Most of the time when I do Facebook Lives, unless I'm doing a series every single day, I'll wear my red. If I'm doing a series, then I'll wear different clothes because on purpose, because I want people to come in and go, oh, it's a different day. It's a different topic. But that's when I'm doing a string of them in a day, which I'm going to give you a challenge at the end to do just that. All right. And be aware of your surroundings always. All right. So I'm going to give you the proven formula. Are you ready? Now, this formula is one I developed. I'm all about systems and formulas. I came out of that world, right? This formula is for you only. It is not for you to teach anybody. This is my IP. So you do not have permission to teach it. You do not have permission to share it. All you have permission to do is use it. Got it?
Mhm.
Good. All right. If someone wants to know the formula, you just send it my way and they can pay to teach for me to teach it just like you did.
Mhm.
All right. So we're going to, first of all, we're going to create a compelling title, Now, here's some samples, 3 ways to double your income and triple your time off. Create titles that people want to watch. They go, ooh, I want to watch that. And I see this lacking all the time. People don't even put a title. So create a title as if you would create a title for a speech. Now, one of the things I did in my series is I did 21 success principles of public speaking. That was the beginning of my title. Then each one, day 1 was practice. Day 2 was get trained. Day 3, on and on and on. You can see them all on my YouTube. I just did 7 non-negotiable rules of public speaking. That whole thing was my title, but each day I told them a sample of the rule to build their curiosity. So rule number 1, whatever it was, get trained. I don't know. So there's different ways that you can do this. If you're just going to do one at a time, create that compelling title. If you're going to do a series, make sure the series has a compelling title of the series. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Okay, excellent. All right, and all of you, you could borrow that. Like Luana, you could say, 7 success principles of journaling, right? Beth could say, 7 successful ways to health or something. So think of what you want to say. I did a 30 days to become a better speaker. So you could do 30 days to be, or 10 days to become better, 10 days to better health, 21 days to better health. So it's not rocket science. All of you have it within you. 10 ways you can show up powerfully. I mean, there's so much. It should be benefit driven, creative, and compelling. So we're all going to do that. You're all going to do that. Right now, you're going to take a few minutes. I'm going to stop the share and you're going to create your title. Now, I'm going to give you a heads up that at the end of this class, I'm going to ask you to do a 7-day challenge. Those of you that want to do more than just this one live today, create the name of your 7-day challenge, right? 7 secrets to, to speaking to angels. 7 ways to speak to your spirit guide. 7 ways to better health, right? So 7 principles, to getting closer to God. Whatever your deal is, if you want to do that, or 7 ways that you can save your money, or 7 ways to get out of debt. 7
You keep
principles.
saying 7, RV. Could we do 30? I mean, is that just holding us?
You can, but I'm just saying 7 because I'm going to give you a 7-day challenge at the end of this class.
Okay.
What I found, now let me give you a little heads up while you're thinking. 7, anybody can do. We can all do 7. When I did 21, it was a lot. So what happens is you do show up differently. Now, you don't do it on the weekends. You can if you want, but I say 21 days, I'm not doing weekends. It's only during the week. But what that did is made me show up differently because I have casual days. I've been very honest about that with all of you, right? I have optional shower days, and optional dutied up days. So it made me.
Last day.
What days? What, Loretta?
That day you had that mask on your face.
Well, that was at night. So one of what she's talking about is I had a 30-day challenge that I was in, right? And so I forgot to do my live. I'd already went to bed, put my mud mask on because I do a mud mask before I speak. It's just a ritual I do. And I was speaking the next day and I went, oh my God, I forgot my live. So I showed up with my mask on. Right? I know, but I only put it in the challenge. I did that one. I didn't put for well, I guess I did accidentally put it for everybody because Luana saw it. But anyway, the challenge.
So I was thinking shorter, 5 days.
You can do
So-
5 days, but
Okay.
my challenge is 7.
Okay.
But if you only want to do 5, that's fine. If you only want to do 1 today, that's okay. There's nothing wrong with it. But let's challenge ourselves.
Okay.
So when I did the 30-day, it was too much. It was just I was exhausted. It wasn't even fun anymore, right? So to me, that's too much. 21 days is all I want to do in a row, and then I need a break. But it's entirely up to you. Now, here's what I recommend you do. Whether you do 7, whether you do 10 or more, you write them all down. You write them all down ahead of time, because then what happens is when I did my 21 days, I got all excited and I would come to my office and I'd go, ooh, which one am I doing today? And it would be fun. When I did my 30, I didn't do that. I just winged it and then just did whatever I felt like or whatever happened. And it was harder. And that's why I didn't enjoy it as much. So write them all down. The 7, when I did 7 principles of public or 7 non-negotiable rules, I had them all written down ahead of time. So that's what I recommend. Now, you don't have to do that right here now. Now, I just want you to do the title. But if you feel compelled to do that, go ahead. But otherwise, you can do that for your homework. But really, take advantage of my experience. I won't do.
Yeah, Arfi, it's interesting when you said 7 principle of non-negotiable, because in one of my talk about achieving your goal, one of my messages that you have to be able to list it 5 non-negotiable. And I found out people said, oh, that's too much. I said, really? I said, the non-negotiable is about you, that you really think that you cannot negotiate, because a lot of time I learned, I'm sure you learned that too. We as women, sometimes we resent things because we think we do everything for our husband, our kids and stuff. And unconsciously we resent that. And so to me, if we have a non-negotiable, it makes you feel good and confidence that you know you can share with your whoever it is that I am not going to negotiate with this. This is my non-negotiable. I learned that because in a workshop that I attended years ago.
Got it.
So
Okay, well, I'd love to hear more, but we better write our titles, because then we're going to go around the room. I want you to tell me what yours is. And again, it can be for the challenge, or it can just be one for today. And then later you could do your homework on the other ones. It's entirely up to you. Okay.
Harvey, can I have it cleared, because I'm going on vacation Monday, so I wanted to start doing this.
Then do it on vacation.
Oh my God, that is a
That's
challenge.
another non-negotiable.
Tori, you could do it all about where you eat. It doesn't have to be about your business right now. This woman goes to more fine dining restaurants than anybody I know. With her and it's your boyfriend still, your boyfriend.
Yeah.
Fiance. I mean, they have a good time.
Yeah, talking about that, I've asked him for the itinerary because it's a big surprise. His high-end client is driving us to Paso Robles, and he won't tell me because I want to know how to dress. But I mean, he won't tell me. He goes, it's a big surprise. It's dining that you've never dreamt of, because his client's paying for it all. I was like, oh, I'm going to starve myself.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's summertime, so you kind of know. Bring at least one, a couple of beautiful dinner dresses, and anything else, honey, you can buy. You could just tell your fiance, sorry, you didn't tell me, so now I need a new dress. I need new shoes.
That's why he's not here helping me, because this morning I said, if you're not telling me, don't come over, because I can wing this. And of course, I messed up, right? at the very beginning. But anyway, I'm gonna do it on the dining then. I will do it on the dining. How
I
can-
would do it on your dining.
Okay,
Mhm.
I'll do that.
Yeah, yeah. And the places, you know, you're going to be on location.
Yes.
So
Okay,
you're
thank
going
you.
to see some new restaurants that you've never done out here in
Yes,
Pasadena and all
yeah.
that.
I
And
know.
what the surprise was, each day he gives you a new surprise. You can go, oh, guess what the surprise? And we can be in on it.
That's true.
No, they know. His client and him are
don't
talking
know,
about where to take me, but I kind of want to know how to dress. So I'm just bringing a whole bunch of stuff and
Just
then,
bring a whole bunch of stuff and then
Yeah.
buy whatever else you need.
Are
Don't
you Tori on Facebook so we can follow you?
yeah, well, it's Linda Nakatani.
It is
Because-
Linda on Facebook.
It is Linda Nakatani. Yeah, please, and because I'm posting the photos on Facebook. I'm gonna-
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to go around. We're going to listen to some of your titles now. Who's ready? All right, Beth.
So I did 10 success tips for living better remarkably. That's kind of my
Perfect.
thing, but I've already come up with 12. So anyway,
So put 12 then.
I know,
12
okay.
steps to living remarkably.
Mhm.
Yeah, do 12 then. Absolutely. All right, who's next?
I'll go.
All right, Karen.
7 clues you're doing what you love.
Good. 7 clues. What?
Yeah, 7 ways
Wait.
to know, 7 clues you're doing what you love.
Okay, that'll work. Clues. Okay, got it. Next. Yes, Katie.
I put 2 of them in the chat. 7-day life cycle of our vision, 2020 to no vision.
Okay.
Do you guys like that, or is that like too much in your face?
I don't get it.
That's my question. Okay.
Well, I wouldn't do the 2020 to no vision. I would do 7-day life cycle. I don't know if I'd say life cycle, but 7 days to create your vision, or 7
No,
days.
no.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
not-
what is it?
It's not about, I'm different
what
than
is
all of you in that respect. So I'm my target audience, my avatar, I have 2 of them. I have ophthalmologist eye doctors,
Oh, okay.
I have people who are in the process of going blind or
That's
are blind. So what I was thinking for this audience, for you guys, is I would just give an overview of the eye life cycle. Like you're born and this happens, and then the next day, you're a teenager and you realize you can't see, you can't read the menu at McDonald's.
Yeah, maybe it would be better if you said eye instead of vision. We might get it better if you say the 7-day life cycle of our eyes.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
great.
Then we would all get it. Because vision is used so many times for like visionary and, and that's what I thought you were doing. Did someone get out and they're trying to get in or what? No, okay.
I have the next one.
Let's do Angel and then Tori will do you.
7 days to healthy balance.
7 days to healthy balance. Beautiful. And then you'll go dash and then day 1, day 2, day 3. Perfect. Tori.
7 days of surprise dining experiences, because he's coming over at 3 and he likes a surprise and he doesn't tell me. See, drives me crazy because I'm a control person. And he says, I'm taking you out. And I said, okay, so this is starting today, but he does this all the time. And then tomorrow is my client flying in from Las Vegas. She's in today and we're going to Seal Beach, and I don't know what we're doing, but we're eating wherever. So I'm going to start that experience. You really helped me, Art, because I do this all the time. It's not bragging. It's just, they do this to me because it drives me crazy.
They do it because she's psychic and they're just trying to test her.
Yeah, they're like surprised, but I can't pick up anybody close to me. I can't do that. So they
Yeah.
try to, mess with the psychic
But
about
then
it.
maybe sometimes it's just better if you don't know, right?
You sound like him, but I'm like, how do I dress? Because he's always dressed up. So that doesn't help.
Dress up, you can never be overdressed. Just wear dresses, sandals, and you'll
Okay.
always look good in jewelry, and just don't wear pants and jeans and stuff. Just wear dresses all the time.
Well, that was my
Dresses that
outfit,
make you
pants
feel
and
cute.
jeans. to
Well,
go.
get rid of it and start dressing up.
Okay, okay. So this is a surprise thing for the next 7 days.
Right. See, like Cheryl's got a dress on, Katie's got a dress on. They could go anywhere. Jeanette looks dressed up. Beth looks dressed up.
Have a top.
I
People buy me things because I'm super casual. I'm from Hawaii. No offense to the gal from Hawaii, but we are super casual, as you know. And so they buy me. So what I have is a very expensive top. I don't know how much it is, but it was sent to me. And I've got my everyday jeans.
On. Well, that's okay. But look, he's
So
gonna.
Tori, I
Yeah.
feel your pain. You'll get the joke. So
I'm sorry, what was that?
you'll get this joke because I'm from Hawaii. Living in Hawaii, and I had a business meeting in Laguna Beach that fly to the mainland. So I went to Macy's and got a fabulous pantsuit and 4-inch spike heels, and I was modeling it. And I normally don't wear spike heels. I wear the slippers. Anyway, so I was modeling it, and one of the gals goes, "Can I borrow it for a Halloween costume?"
Oh my God.
Serious. You know, Katie, we're compatible.
Oh my goodness. Okay, well, let's move on. All right. So who else? Alice, what's your title? And then Angeline, what's your title?
7 Principles of Peaceful Living.
Nice. Nice. All right. Angeline.
Okay, 5 principles of non-negotiable to achieve your goals.
Non-negotiable what though?
Oh, okay. Non-negotiable activities.
Okay, perfect. All right, Cheryl.
Okie dokie, Smokies. I'm just gonna do if you can help me with this, finishing it off, because I want to do your 7 superpowers.
Okay.
Is that fine? Just like that?
That's fine. Your 7 superpowers. That's going to get me curious. What is number 1? What is number 2? I love it. All right, Jeanette, what is yours?
7 ways to befriend your technology.
Ooh, nice. Good one. All right. Luana.
Okay, I like that title you gave me, so I'm going to use that for the 7-day challenge. But I was thinking about, because I was going to read this article about visualization. So 5 ways to visualize.
But is that what you do, or do you teach blogging?
Well, I want to incorporate it in with my journaling.
Okay. Right. All right. Excellent. All right. Angel, did you go?
I did.
All right. Everybody's gone? Right. Okay. Let's circle back to Tori. Oh, that, and then we'll circle back to Tori. I think, Tori, you had something else you wanted to share?
Oh, me?
No? You're good? All right.
I think you helped me. I just want to share because I don't think they know how much you helped me, but really, Arby really launched my career, and speaking, because I didn't have I thought I spoke really well, and then I realized after taking her class that all these little things that I used to say at the end, like that was so unprofessional. So I really want to thank you, Arby, because it really launched me to more professional people, of course. And I started talking to doctors and lawyers and negotiators and mediators, and it really exploded. I mean, you can have gifts, but when somebody taps in to maximize your potentiality, it really takes somebody outside and is a professional person in her own realm. So I'm teary-eyed saying this because it really has helped me quite a bit.
Thank you. Thank you. And how many years ago was that now?
17.
17 years ago. And
Yes,
now she's here again. So,
yes.
I mean,
You can never learn enough.
never learn enough. No,
Yes.
there's always more.
Yes.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Troy. All right, Beth. Oh, you're muted, girl. It always has to happen once, right?
I was talking about living better remarkably.
Right.
But I'm just thinking maybe that's too vague and doesn't say anything. But what if I said 10 tips for ageless living or reversing aging?
Well,
Is
that's all of them are good, but remember, whatever your series title is, you're going to have colon and that day. So even if you said living remarkably, then you would have colon health first, or
Okay.
you know what I mean. So you can further define it.
Okay. So it's
Yeah.
not. I'm going to define it by what we talk about that day.
Because you're trying to use remarkably kind of as a brand name.
Right. Right.
So it's okay.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, great. So yes, Katie. You're muted.
I can't answer.
7 eye care answers to popular questions from glasses to surgery.
Say that one more time. That was a lot.
7 eye care answers
Okay.
to popular questions from glasses
To
to
us.
surgery.
Okay, good, good. And then you'll dash each one. It's a little long. I feel like it's a little long. Do you need the eye surgery in there? Or can you say 5? Say that again, 5 what?
It's in the chat.
All right, let me look at that. Okay, 7 eye care answers to popular questions. I would leave it there. 7 eye care answers to popular questions. Then I'm going, questions? Yeah, I got questions. Because once you say surgery, I'm not having surgery. Right?
Well, eventually you may have to if you get cataracts.
Sure, I may, but I'm not going to read it right now. But one thing I might read or listen to is if you said 7 eye care answers to popular questions, then one of the questions you can answer is, do I need surgery? Or do I have cataracts? Or does the sun make me have cataracts? So then I would go, ooh, what? Right?
So I think that what I'm hearing from you is that I could just do 7 issues just on glasses.
Yes.
I could do 7 issues on contact lenses.
Yes.
7 issues on macular degeneration, 7 issues on cataract surgery, 7 issues on, okay. I am getting it. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, you have so much. All of you have so much knowledge that yes, you got it and you can do it. Go ahead, Angel.
So as I'm listening to other people, I'm thinking, okay, so I said 7 days to balance. Well, there's a lot of areas that you need balance in, right? So then I broke it down, money as a product, dealing with difficult people, boosting your business, finding your peace, managing your time, lowering stress, and efforts versus results. So those would be
the 7.
The 7 things for those. Okay.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure I understood it right.
Yes, you did. You're all getting it. Excellent. Good job. All right. So let's go back to share. And then we're actually going to do the formula now. So you can write this down. All right. So number 1 step is the attention grabber. You can use the title of the talk as the attention grabber. You can have, and you have 3 seconds. You can deliver a statement with high energy and sound excited. You can ask a powerful question or thought-provoking question. So, for instance, you're going to take whatever it is. So, let's say mine, when I talk about the 7 principles of public speaking, right? 7 success principles of public speaking. Sounds a lot vague, like some of yours. That's absolutely on purpose so that I could put whatever I wanted. So, let's say one was get trained. So, I could use an attention grabber. Now, I'm not going to say an attention grabber like my speech attention grabber, because remember, I'm only talking to one person right now. So I might say something like, are you trained as a speaker? No, I mean, really, are you truly trained as a public speaker? Hi, I'm RV Robinson. I'm blah, 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 right? So you just look them right in the eye and ask them, do you think your health is really top notch? You know, would you like to see better, hear better, feel better? You know, whatever. That's a way you can ask a question, or you can just make a statistical type of statement. 93%, 95, let me see, 93.3% of all people will get cataracts by the age of 70. Boom, right? So it's like a boom. So that's an attention grabber. You can use your title. So let me, Karen, what is your title again?
7 clues. 7 7 clues you're doing what you love. 7 clues to know you're doing what you love.
Okay, so you can ask the question, do you have a clue that you're really doing what you love? You know, you could ask the question that way. It doesn't work so much for a statement, but you know, what's one of the clues that you would give? Like, what's one of the days? Do you have it?
There's feeling of satisfaction and joy.
Feeling satisfaction and joy. Okay, so again, that lends itself to a question, but let's see if I was to turn that in a statement, I could say something like, you can always feel satisfaction and joy. Now you just boom, you can have satisfaction and joy every day of your life. Hi, I'm Karen Ritardo and I'm blah, 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 right? So you can do a statement, but whatever it is, it's an attention grabber. So it's a boom, whether it's a question or whether it's a statement. All right. So you're going to have time to write all that out. You don't have to now. I'm going to give you the whole formula and then you're going to put it all together. It's just really seconds, no more than 3 seconds. The next step, as you've gathered by listening to me, is to establish your authority, which means tell them who you are. Earn the right through story, but it's a brief story. Answer the question, why should I listen to you? No longer than 10 to 20 seconds. Now, let me go back. So when oops, sorry. Hold on, let me get my glasses on. All right. So just like I said, when I said I could do anything, I could do any kind of statement. Let me see on my principles. Let me say the non-negotiable rules. One of them is to stay on time. So I might say, non-negotiable rule number 3, stay on time. Hi, I'm RV Robinson. I'm the master speaker trainer, international speaker, and author of Speak Up, Get Clients. And one of the things I always see for speakers is that they don't stay on time. And when you don't stay on time, then I go into the content, right? So it's real brief. It's not your whole history, not your whole story. It's who you are, what you do, establish that authority, right? You might say your degrees, you might say your title. So Karen Ritardo is a nurse, right? Alice is an attorney, right? Whatever you need to do to establish that authority, you have to get it out fast, right? So that's number 2, your name. You don't have to say the title of your company unless it makes a difference, but I'd rather you get authority. Who cares what the name of your company is? We want to know what you do. All right. Now, this is an optional thing. This is if you only want to do a Facebook Live for your friends and you want engagement, meaning people will come and say hello and all of that. That will probably happen only on your timeline. We're going to put this in a group, so it isn't going to happen, chances are, right now. But let's just say you don't want to repurpose it and you just want to have fun and you just want to engage your friends. Then it's what you want to do is encourage that engagement. Do a call to comment. See, if people come on your live, they're not going to comment unless you request it most of the time. So, and it's less and less nowadays. In the beginning, we saw a lot more engagement because Facebook Lives were new. Now they're not, so we're not seeing so much engagement. But if you do get some and you want to encourage it, this is how you do it. But again, it's not going to be useful for YouTube because YouTube won't, like that. YouTube wants you to say subscribe and all of that. Send likes, send hearts, ask questions, what city are you in, and build that kind of engagement. Facebook loves that engagement, but YouTube doesn't. All right.
Oh.
So I say optional. We don't need to do it. I never do it anymore. I used to go, hey, Facebook friends. Hello. I don't anymore. My old ones, yeah. But my new ones, no. I learned better because I want to repurpose them. All right. And I'll show you when I repurpose. All right. Deliver great content, 3 to 5 points, tips, nuggets, educational pieces, meat, what I call the meat. But that's your points. 1 to 5 minutes in length tops. I recommend 3 minutes, no more than 3 minutes. Why? Because that's about how long I will watch one. You, on the other hand, may be watching one for 5 minutes. So what is your thermostat? Maybe it's 1 minute. Maybe it's 2 minutes. Mine is 3. So all mine are no more than 3 minutes in length because that's my thermometer of what I will watch. Does everybody get that? You all have your own thermometer. It might be shorter than mine, might be longer than mine. But man, these that go on and on and on, it's just like, I don't even like to get started with them. So gauge yourself and what you will listen to. Your audience will probably listen to it too. Maybe it's 10 minutes, who knows? Now, if you're doing a whole educational piece, then that might be a little different. You might want to just do that on YouTube and not go through Facebook Live to do it. All right. And no more asking engagement. If you are asking for engagement, once you get into the content, no more trying to engage your audience. All right. Number 4, this is what I see missing on most people's Facebook Lives, and that is a call to action and monetize. Do not send them to your website because no one's going to go anyway. We're so tired of hearing www. You're not going to go to my website anyway.com, right? Don't save your breath. Send them to something a lot more exciting by sending them to some landing page for a free gift or a free copy of your book or a free chapter of your book. Although most people won't go anymore for a free chapter, but they will for the whole book. Whether they read it or not, it doesn't matter. You're trying to capture their content information. You can make money now by sending them to a page to sign up for an event, or send them to a free event or another webinar or your calendar link. Lots of things you can do. You can send them to YouTube. So it could be as complex or as little as you want. Now, what I like to do, if I'm doing a series, is I tell them to come back the next day. I want them to see the next series. So that's number 6 of non-negotiable rules. Please come back tomorrow for tip number 7. You're not going to want to miss it. See you then.
Urgent plus power dry.
Right? So I want them to come back for the next one. So it depends on your intent. If I'm doing just 1 or 2, I'll use one of these techniques. But invite them to something, to do something other than go to your website. And then the last step is memorable statement. What do you want to leave them with? What do you want to leave them with? It can be the memorable statement that you say all the time. So I have a memorable statement that I use for my speeches, which is if you can't say it, you can't sell it. But on my lives, a lot of times, if it's a series, I might say, on one series I did 52. It's 52 weeks of the year. And I said, you're one step closer to being a speaking superstar. So it's whatever you want to create. You're one step closer to be an ageless beauty. You know, you're one step closer to better health. So again, that memorable statement, just pick one that you're going to use for the series, so people know that it's a series and they get used to it. But it doesn't have to be the one you use for your speeches, or it can be. It's entirely up to you. A lot of flexibility here, but just follow the formula. Right? Because a lot of people come to the end and what do? They go, thank you. Thank you. What? How boring that is. Thank you. No, don't say that. Say something powerful. End with something they'll remember. All right. So now you're going to get a few minutes here. And before we go, a one sentence only. And remember, it's not about you, that memorable statement. So you don't want to say, you know, and remember, come and see me. Come and see me if you want to get healthy. No, it's not about you. It's about them. All right. So we're going to take a few minutes. You're going to put it together. We're going to do this together, but I'm going to show you one of my lives that I turned into a YouTube. All right. So before we do this, let me stop the share. And I want to show you a live. Let me go to my YouTube before we do that. I'm not going to show you all of it. I'm just going to show you the idea so that you can create this. Hang on one second. My PowerPoint is doing something here. Okay, I'm going to end my show for a minute. Let me get back to. Okay, here we go. Hold on. Let me go to my YouTube, and then I'll share my screen, my channel. Okay. Okay, so let me share my screen. Let me go back to full screen and share my screen. Okay, so here's a YouTube video. Here's my 21 speaking principles, right? Full list, boom. I put them all with a little face on there. Where did I do that? Canva. All of you have heard of Canva, right? Boom. It's free. I did all my they're called thumbnails for free. Now I have 21. If you look at my list, I have 22 because I copied one up twice. But anyway, so this is from Facebook Live. Wait, let me unplug so I can hear. Now you're going to see it's not as quality of a video when it comes from Facebook Live that if you did it straight up. But who cares? I repurposed it. Hi, I'm Maggie Robinson. I'm doing master speaker training. Okay, let's go back to the beginning. I want you to see the formula. All right. I use the 21 speaking success principles. Hi, I'm Maggie Robinson. I'm doing master speaker training, international speaker, and author of Speak Up, Get Clients. And I'm going to share with you over the next 21 days my 21 speaking success principles. Principles that will turn you into a $1 million speaker. And why am I doing this? Because I do have a big event coming up called $1 Million Speaker Summit. And I'm going to be teaching you these principles there. But I just want to give you a little heads up and a little sneak preview. So what did I do? I planted a seed because I'm going to use this to get people into my event. Right? Now, this is the first of the series, so I explain a little bit more this time than I do. But look at it. It's only 1:52. That's all it is, right? Very short. Doesn't have to be 3 minutes. Number one speaking success principle is for you to know that you have a message to share that only you can share to people that can only hear it from you. That's right. So if you think for a minute that there's a lot of people sharing your message, think again. If you think for a moment that other people can take your message and share it for you, think again. You have that unique message. You have that unique gift, and only you can share it. And here's why it's so important for you to get your message out there. Because that message will save somebody's life, save somebody's business, or even it could save somebody's soul. And again, only you can do it. I am a firm believer that if you don't deliver that message, it will be undelivered for all eternity. And that means that person you needed to help will go on suffering, or they may never be able to save their life or save their business or save their soul. So that's how important it is. So that's principle number one, that your message matters and only you can deliver it. I'll see you tomorrow for the next principle. All right, boom. Right, that's how easy it is when you do a series. Got it? Okay, so the other ones are, the first one, I explained it a little bit more with the principles and what I was doing. And then, but every day I said, this is principle. Success principle number 3. Wait. Your ultimate topic. So what do I mean by your ultimate topic that you are passionate about? I don't even know where it is. It's the topic that you are. Okay, there we go. Ha! So that was number 2. But you see, that one's 2 minutes. But you see, they're under, mine are even under 3 minutes. And you see, that was enough, right? That was enough. Oh, let me plug it in. When you use one of these Yetis, if you play sound, you can't hear the sound when it's plugged in.
Harvey, the sound quality was not as clear.
It wasn't.
That is because you're going through Facebook Live itself, through your computer, not through Zoom. And then you're loading it up.
Oh,
So it isn't as good, but let me show you something else. Let me just real quick, hang on. All right. That you compromise for something else. But if you want great quality, let me show you something else. For better quality, I always use that microphone, right? You always want to use the microphone. But now, let me stop this for a minute. Let me go back to my channel. Let's go to the non-negotiables. Let me unplug. Never let your audience see you sweat. Okay, so that one was professionally done. That was 52 principles. But let me go to my non-negotiable here, these. Now look at the difference. There are 7 non-negotiable rules of public speaking. And when you break these rules, then of course you broke the rules of public speaking and your speech may not be as good as it could. So let me share with you what those 7 rules are and how you can keep from breaking them. All right, so what is the difference, ladies?
It's professionally done.
That's right. So one you're doing yourself, the other, but you know what? I like how I look better on the Facebook Live with my own lights than there. I mean, I keep telling the guy, I think you made me look too old. You know?
But the sound is low, but I think the sound is low because we're listening to it from your computer speakers through Zoom separate. So that's what I think she was talking about. We're not actually hearing it the way you're hearing it.
Oh, that could be, yeah.
Arvi, I have a question. So you said that for the Facebook Live, you create a YouTube first and then you put on Facebook Live instead of directly.
No, you do the Facebook Live and then load it up to YouTube.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Yeah. Okay. So it's going through Facebook Live. Now, if you, and it's going through the Facebook matrix. So it softens it up and makes it a little fuzzy. But I like that, It's like,
and then after that, you create a YouTube of your Facebook Live so you can repurpose and keep showing it.
Yeah.
Because after a while, the Facebook Live, it disappeared, right? So you can't see it. So you can.
Well, no, you want to download it. Yeah, you want to download it, or you save your video and it won't disappear.
Okay.
Otherwise, it does have a time limit on it. Yeah. Okay. So now what we're going to do. Okay. So does Katie have to go? Did Katie go?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She said she had a Zoom meeting, 20 minutes. I don't know why anybody would make a have a meeting. I hope none of you, any of our classes, you want to not have anything going on afterwards, because I tend to over deliver and over give. So there's always more because I get into it. All
I
right.
have a granddaughter coming at 2, but I figured that was a big enough window.
That's a big enough window. Good for you. All right. So I tell people when they come to my classes, don't get a date. Don't go out to dinner, Tori, right? I'm one of my classes. After it's over, then you can, because
Well,
who
he's
knows?
coming at 3, so
Okay.
we have, I said 3 o'clock is fine.
That's fine.
Oh,
All
that's
right.
early.
Okay, so we've got plenty of time. Don't worry. I mean, for this, if anybody wants to stay for Zoom or whatever, but we have plenty of time because we said till 12:30. So now what you're going to do, you're going to have a good 5 to 7, 10 minutes tops, right at the top of the hour, to write this out. Not to practice. This one you may have to read a little bit, but take that formula and write it out. And then I'll show you what to do next. So don't even worry about it. And then once we do it, then I'll show you how you download it. This is something Cheryl, right? It's your question, right? It's easy peasy. Once you know how to do it, it's easy. If you don't know how to do it, then it's hard, but it's easy, easy, easy. I'll show you. 2 minutes. But right now, I want you to do the best you can with your content. So let's write it out using the formula.
Is that formula in the chat? Because I'm not sure I remember everything.
No, but I'll tell you what, I will call the screen up and then I will put it in the chat. How's that sound?
Okay.
Yeah, so let me share the screen and I'll go back to my PowerPoint here. Okay, so we're going to do this together. So you're going to log in I'll tell you, we'll do this after you've written it out. So don't worry about that. But let me go back to the formula. Okay, so let me go to the chat. Okay, so number 1, attention grabber. Two, establish authority. 3 is deliver content. 4 is invitation. And 5 is memorable statement. Oh, oops. Okay, there it is. Okay, so there it is. Now, if any of you need to take a break, this is a fine time to take that break as well, because we're not going to have time for another one. So I'm just going to go to the little girl's room, right? So I'm going to cover you. Ah.
To spend 7 days